And I mean a hard introvert by stating, I don't like y'all. I don't be liking people.
So everything I'm doing right now in my life is me opening up to new stuff.
Because we had mamas that really had motion, that really was really good black independent mothers for real. We 30
now. we 30, baby. We ain't pressed about nothing, baby.
What's up? It's your girl Adrienne.
And it's your girl Destiny.
And y'all are tuned into our very first podcast episode, Favor Ain't Fair.
Where we share our passion for y'all entertainment.
Just like my sister said, for y'all entertainment. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe and push those notification buttons just so our video can be the first to come up when y'all searching for our video. Now let's get into it. So we're going to start off by introducing exactly who we are. I mean, majority of y'all that's already watching, y'all already know who we is. We the Drake sisters. Y'all been knew that. But for y'all that do not know who I am, my name is Adrienne.
And I'm Destiny.
And I'll say what I am what am I, sir? I say like an entrepreneur, higher education professional, crafter, book reader.
My little sister, but my role model.
Oh, thank you, sir. See, that why we on that podcast right now. But I think, yes, I'm a variety of a lot of things, and I love nonprofits. So that's a little bit about what I do. So what you do?
And me, y'all know me. I'm just a bus driving, shoe pushing individual. Y'all know me.
In the best hustler I know.
Anything that involves money, I'm trying to go get it.
Yeah.
We're gonna start this episode off with a mental health check. Sister, what's your mental vibes this week?
I'll say my mental health right now, truthfully speaking, sir, it's like at a 7, 8, but I'll say a high 8, because I am in this moment, in this podcast episode with you. Like, we manifested this months ago, y'all, like in the middle of 2024. So yes. I'm just like super blessed to be here. But when I say a 7, that means because shit, we work hard every day. This adulting, it be getting in the way sometimes, but other than that, I feel like my mental health right now is very much so sane. Like, it's good. Yeah. So just talking a little bit about my mental health, where your mental health at?
I'm going to say this week, it's probably at a 9 because,
you
know, I'm into doing new stuff. So I knew that we had our podcast coming up.
Okay.
So I was very excited to start recording.
Yeah.
So this week, it is a 9, but never know. Next week, next episode, we're going to see where it's at.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Hey, that's life. Naturally, that's just life.
Yeah, life be lifing.
Oh, it does.
I'm not going to even lie. This New Year's.
So how has your New Year's been? Ever since it started? I know we like 5 days in, but.
I mean, you know me. I came in working, so my everyday thing is like working, probably home, chilling.
Yeah.
But it's just like the stuff that's going on in the world. Sometimes that stuff be on my mental real bad, especially the stuff in New Orleans, because I got New Orleans friends.
Oh,
and,
yes.
You know, we supposed to be going down there. Yeah. So that was like.
Oh, prayers for New Orleans, y'all.
Yes,
like major
for New
prayers.
Orleans, for real.
Yes. Like we had, like my sister just said, she has friends, coworkers, me. So I also have friends, and hey, that right there. I ain't saying like I'm just not glad it was Dallas, but it can be anywhere.
It could be anywhere.
Yeah, and the fact that it hit somewhere where we know people, it hit completely different. Yeah. So prayers out for New Orleans, y'all.
For sure. So let's get into something else. I want to know something about you that no one knows.
Ooh, something that nobody knows about me. I'll say I'm a hard introvert. But I'm like extroverted when it comes to like my business, nonprofits. And I mean a hard introvert by stating, I don't like y'all. I don't be liking people. Nah, I'm just playing. Not y'all, but when it come down to like, I'm a very intuitive individual. So I think God just gave me, it's kind of like my superpower. I sometimes pick up on certain energies that I'm not aware of only when I walk into certain rooms. So it kind of makes me hot. Like my sister already know, like if I'm around some badass energy, I'm going to be hot, honey. Like I'm going to need my fan. And that's no cap, because I'm a good spirited person, very positive about everything. And I think that's something that nobody knows about me. Very hard introvert. But when it comes to being extroverted, I love my business. I love nonprofits, helping the community. And so, yeah, that's something a little bit about me. Yes. So what about you? Because I'm desperate to hear this, y'all. What is something that nobody knows? Because I know down there everything.
I mean, like, really, it's nothing. I'm going to say I'm really, like, a nonchalant person. Like, everybody probably see me on the internet. I be like, they think it's funny. They probably think that I'm, like, this person that like to be seen or, like, that like to be, but when I, like, especially when I be doing TikToks on the bus, like,
and them be my,
like,
baby, boy, I be at corporate and I see the videos come, baby, I be like, yup, sister just made my day.
Everybody be calling me about them, but, like, everybody think that I'm, like, a person that really like to be around people. I really don't like being around people for real.
Yeah.
And, like, I like who I like and I don't like who I don't like.
Yeah.
So, it's just really... But I'm cool though.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I'm like cool.
Like, one of the realest.
I'm nonchalant, but I'm cool. Like, and yeah.
One of the realest.
I don't play no games.
And that's where your nonchalant come from. I think with us being sisters, and we'll get into this later on in the episode, but I think getting closer to my sister, her nonchalantness, it kind of, well, she kind of taught me without her knowing. Just basically being yourself, you know, speaking up for what the hell you want to do, advocate for what you want to do and believe in. Yes. Like, she taught me a lot about that, and I'm just highly appreciated for that. But that nonchalant bitch, yeah, that's all you.
It's just, I don't know. Sometimes I be like, am I doing wrong? Some people be trying to make me feel bad for being nonchalant, but then I'm like,
nah,
yeah, like, nah, you can't get me out of being me for sure. Cause I'm, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 10 toes. I really don't play no games, like none. So, you know, I like to stick to myself. Like, I be just watching everything that be going on around me and stuff like that. But other than that, that's it.
Yes, I love that. Like that.
Clock that,
T. That we in this industry of podcasting, what kind of motivated you to like be in podcasting for real?
I can honestly say that what motivated me was I had actually started watching podcasts on YouTube. I was watching like T.S. Madison, the Shannon Sharp, the Jada, the Jasmine, like all them. And I ain't gonna sit here and be like I was really into it for real. I just was listening to it and it just really caught my attention. But other than that, like and when you brought it up, it was like an extra. It was like on time. And the momentum went down when you asked me about it. I really thought you had forgot about it, but when I seen you put on, I was like, I'm still interested in doing that. So yeah. So why was you interested in podcasting?
I think for the longest, like I stated in the beginning, I was a hard introvert. Like, I didn't really like talking to people, but then a lot of people came to me for advice for real. And when it came down to that, I was like, I'm just one person. Like, I can't come out with an ebook because ebooks are mainly like about specific subjects. And that's like crafting or how to sew and stuff like that. But people was really asking me about advice about like real life. And I was like, well, like I'm always sharing politics about voting and all this stuff. Like, I might as well just have my own platform. Again, the Shannon Sharp, the Jada Waiter, the itsDESTINYduhh. Like, we love those, like for real. And it's only because it's a craft. Not everybody can do this.
Not everybody.
Yeah, not everybody is equipped to do this. And not a lot of people can articulate their words correctly and actually have really great mindset and topics for you all. So when I decided to actually move into podcasting, it was because I needed to share my voice more. A lot of people see me for pictures and previous things I've done, like crafting and stuff, and my graphic tees, my business, nonprofit. But then when it came down to this podcast, I was like, sister, that one. Sister, that one.
Really one.
Sister is that one, just to like show our personalities and shit, just to really get closer to each other in general as our adulthood. Yeah, like, but that's why I got into it.
And then I can honestly say, like, I'm not good with talking so much. So I feel like it'll help me, like, open up more.
Yeah.
to, everything I'm doing right now in my life is me opening up to new stuff.
This a new decade, baby. We 30. That's why we twins. The 30. Like, we got a whole nother 10 years to live. And I'm just so blessed that God just blessed us to be here, to be living this with each other.
Yes.
Like, because we bury so many friends. RIP to our friends. We love them.
All of them.
Woo! Yes. Oh, that was a little moment of silence because, baby, we have buried some friends and some of our friends' parents. So when we come in this moment and we be in this moment, it's more so intentional. Like, I'm just so blessed to be here by my sister's side for real. Living out our dreams. Like, when it come down to why we are in podcasting for real, it's because you always want to step out and do some new shit. Something different. You don't want to keep doing the same thing. I know we get tired of our 9 to 5 sometimes and shit. Just have this to do on the weekend. Create your craft. Go in your journal. Write down everything you need to do. Yeah. So when it come down to this, this is one of them ones.
One of them twos.
One of them ones.
The fours.
Yes, honey. Yes. Alrighty. So this last topic, honestly, sisterhood. Like, we all have those friends, family members, even our real reality sisters that we have a sisterhood with. But just to get to know us better, we wanted to go into depth about who we was, how we personally met, because a lot of people don't even know our story for real. Like, literally, we're going to get into it, but when it comes down to us, sister, like, what do you remember on how we met or the first time we met?
The first time we met, I think we was like in Head Start in West Dallas behind Pinkston.
Yes.
In that little parking lot. Actually, that little parking lot still right there.
It is.
And we was going to Head Start. We was in the same class. And
I remember that.
Yeah, my sister used to have the best blanket up in the class.
No.
Let me tell you something. She used to have the best, coziest blanket around nap time. Around nap time, I used to be trying to get close to my sister, and they would not let me sleep with her.
Oh my God, bro! I did not know that.
Yeah, like you had a good, comfy, like, baby.
Dang, my granny, she was real big on like blankets and stuff. Yeah. I vividly do remember that. Now, that's so crazy that you say that, so y'all, I really didn't even know that. But that's like so good knowledge.
That. Yeah. I remember us being in the same class in at Head Start right there.
Yes.
And we was in the same class. Like, I don't remember like having like no moments or nothing.
I know
like, as far as I know, we probably used to be in there playing, but like something to remember. You know how we sisters. Yeah. Like, we know we sisters or whatever, but like I don't really remember none. So
and then that was like around, we was like, what, 4 or 5?
We were like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
We wasn't in a big school yet.
No, we wouldn't.
We were like in Head Start.
No, that's kind of like what I remember too. We wouldn't, again, I can't even, when I think back on that time in our lives, we really didn't even have like no time to get to know each other. Yeah. It was more of like my mama letting me know I had a sister. I do remember that. Shit.
Thankful for
like,
that.
I know, right? Thankful for our mothers. Like, oh my goodness, big on that. I think my memory come in at middle school, y'all. Like, I think I remember meeting the link up. Like, this is us coming from knowing each other or being at preschool, 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
And then linking back up when we, like 12, 13, 6th grade?
6th grade. So how old are you in the 6th grade?
Like, what we are, like 12?
12? Yeah, somewhere up in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we met in Oak Cliff. We was living in the same complex at the time. And it was just like, whew, it was a breath of fresh air for me personally.
Yeah.
It was a breath of fresh air because, again, we come 2 different households. Yeah, 2 different households. We do not have the same mother, but do have the same father. But just growing up in different households, because I don't want to proceed with our next question, but us having different households and then actually reuniting when we was in 5th, 6th grade, it kind of like reconnected something that our moms kind of allowed. And that's what I appreciate for my mom as well, because she always wanted us to know. My mama's story behind this is, I wanted them to connect so bad so they don't be going with the same boy.
Most of the time, it do be. Whole time, I don't even. Look, I ain't gonna get into that, but yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah.
Yes. Connecting.
Oh no, I ain't gonna even say not even then, because that was like.
that was like 5th, 6th grade. We was at Edison in West Dallas. So
yeah, that was like 5th grade summer. We linked up, and
yes.
I was like, Mama, I'm trying to go back to school in West Dallas, and she let me come.
Oh, bet. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
She let, cause I was going to school in Oak Cliff. We was living in Oak Cliff.
Yeah.
We were going to school in Oak Cliff, but when I was like, yeah, I want to go to school in West Dallas. I want to go and then it was like 6th grade in middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when we kind of like realized like we twins for real. Like we look alike. Everybody would just say, damn, y'all sound alike. Y'all look alike. Y'all tall alike. I was just like, wow. I was just so infatuated with it. Yeah. And hey, life continued. Like, oh, it's such a blessing.
And it's just been you and me, like, since the link up.
Yeah.
We ain't never had really. I ain't gonna.
Yeah. We gonna get into that though.
Get into it.
I think, how was it growing up in 2 different households for you? Because I know for me it was different, but like for you personally, like how it was.
For me, I don't really feel like I missed nothing for real. Okay. Because my mama did it. Like, she did everything. But I can honestly say, like, with us being, or having the same dad, it's just, some people don't be as close or as cool as we are. Yeah. So when I started coming around y'all, or even around, Leisha, y'all mamas welcomed me, like, with open arms. So I never had really, like, no bad feelings, or it's never been nothing like that. So I ain't really miss nothing. Like, my mama, she, I could say single parent, she did her thing. Like, I never missed, never went without. Yeah. So it was nothing really to be missed, like, other than probably like a relationship for real. Yeah. With your dad. Correct. But then, like, having sisters elsewhere, it's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. It's a lot of that.
Oh, and just to mention, y'all, it's 5 of us. So it's 5 of us. I have my own sister, me and my sister with my mama. We have same mama and daddy, and then it's 3.
3 more of us.
Yeah, it's 3 more of us with Destiny, Delisha, Mahogany, Adrienne, and Christina. Yeah. So it's 5 of us. But we just twins for real.
We just like, it's just like sister link up for real. Like, you don't never really meet 2 girls that's like the same age, y'all sisters, same age, like getting along for real. Yes. And so it's like when we link, it's just we been inseparable.
Yes, we have.
And Kamaya's like, thanks her for that, because
I know
welcomed me with open arms, and I really do appreciate her.
Yeah, shout out to C Mize and Sylvia, baby, because without them 2, we wouldn't be able to spend a night.
Anybody come?
Yes, whoever, like, baby. And sister, like, my mama, like, when I went over to sister house, she had all electronics, y'all. When I say the iPads before it came out, the iPods, the computers. We on Uvu, we on all this, like, we on all this, y'all. So when it came down to like going over sister house, I appreciate Miss Sylvia so much, all because she allowed me to come over and just be like naturally comfortable. My mama, she wasn't one of those ones that's just like, oh yeah, Adrienne, just go ahead and go outside and be free. Absolutely not. It was one of those, Miss A, you got to check in, make sure I know where you at, when you coming back, making sure all that. So that's what I truly appreciate about my mama. But when it came to going to sister house, she had everything, all the electronics. So it was just very, very eye-opening for outside for real. Like, definitely outside. We could do anything at Miss Steele house. But it was very much so respectable. Sister was never like a disrespectful child or nothing. We didn't get into stuff that just really we didn't have to. Yeah, sister had motion. I be getting in trouble? Sister had motion. Like, baby, first, everything. Like, I experienced everything with her. And that's why we just like so like close now. But when it came down to like me, well, I guess the absentee of not having a father in the house, I'm gonna say this. Naturally, I'm glad we connected, because with our sisters, it kind of brought me that space where I reminisced on times where he wasn't even there for real. And even though he probably like not noticed, because I don't be want to talk, like I tell y'all, but he probably not know. But when it came down to like baby pictures, I don't have no baby pictures with him. And I'm not pressed about that, because I had really great uncles. Shout out to my uncles. I love y'all. Shout out to the Myers family. But when it came down to like being around my sisters for real, especially you, bitch, that was a void that just like caught up to me. Like it wasn't like we're trying to replace a male figure. No, because again, I had my uncles, but when I found out I had sisters, my mom was just like, Adrienne, like, are you naturally happy? And I'm like, yeah, ma, I am. Like, I'm very much so happy to be able to meet my sisters, know my sisters. You allowing me to go over, sister house. Yeah. Like, I got a whole sister that's the same age as me. Christina, we 8 years apart. Yeah. That's a story for another podcast. That's stuff for another podcast. But when it came down to being around Destiny, it was just the authenticness. So him not being in the household, it didn't have too much effect because we had mamas that really had motion. That really was really good Black independent mothers for real. So we applaud them.
So how was it reconnecting with me and others?
Oh, I think I kind of answered that. Reconnecting with Sue, reconnecting with Sue was very refreshing. Oh my goodness, it was like with again having a sister in a household that's like 8 years older than you. It kind of can get lonely. You feel like you sometimes is getting on her nerves, or even not even that. I'm gonna say this: we was just so far in age that when I was coming up in middle school, she was actually exiting out of high school. So it was like she was already in the real world for real. Connecting with sister kind of like gave me that other side to be a child again, because I kind of was like the only child in the house. So reconnecting really gave me that push to say, oh yeah, I got to stay in the streets with
outside for real.
Yes. So how was it connecting with us too? Like just connecting with all of our sisters though, for real. Cause I know I ain't get to go in there, but
like I connected with y'all first. Like y'all was the ones that I connected with. Like I said, it was like 5th grade summer.
Yes.
Shout out to Shakia and Tiara, because they are the ones that linked us back.
They did.
Because I was really going over their house first.
Yeah.
And they was like, y'all sister, no, they were like, your sister live like across the street. I was like, no. And then that's when I guess y'all used to be like coming outside. If y'all did come outside. And then that was that. But I've been like really, it's just a thing I would like to have.
Yeah.
Like I'm like that's you. True. My sister was 10 years older than me. Yeah, she's 10 years older than me. And like when she was 17, she was out of there. So I was at home for a little bit by myself.
Yeah.
Until I connected with y'all. See, like my sister, she graduated when I was in like 3rd grade.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then even just with connecting with our other sisters, I say shout out to Leisha. Oh my God, the big one. Never never. You can't put a little next to Leisha name at all. Right. That's it. Now y'all want to know them two, but twins for sure.
I like whenever we have something, like I be really coming to see y'all. Like I don't care who invited us there. What I just want to see my sisters. I just there to see my sisters.
That's exactly how it be though. Yeah. Like when it come down, like me and sister, well, when our daddy got out of jail, of course he tried to make time. Like that's around 5th, 6th grade. And us going to go see Leisha like playing basketball. Okay. That's what I vividly remember time with him, but not necessarily like time with him. I say we ain't trying to discredit his name or nothing, but when it came down to being around our pops, it was more beneficial with finances versus like emotional. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So relationship building for real.
That time that was, missed, all the time that was missed.
Yeah. I say that. I mean, hey, we forgive and we forget, baby. This is a whole 2025. We 30. We 30, baby. We ain't pressed about nothing. We ain't pressed about nothing. And I think that really got me into like why I wanted to be in college so bad, because of like Leisha, like him connecting us with that. So it we know it benefits. It do. And just seeing her success. Y'all, oh my God. I'ma say this. This is a fun fact.
At the gate, I wasn't going.
This a fun fact. Sister, she actually my first day of college, y'all. Her and my mama dropped me off. Y'all. My college offered her a full ride scholarship. She said no. For basketball, y'all. Sis said no. She wasn't having it. Told y'all, #1 hustler since birth, y'all. It was just tremendous, though. Because once I got out of school, I'm like, shit, what do I do? Look at Sis. Shit, hustle. Hustle. Mm-hmm.
Being in our own lanes. Oh, and hanging with, like, different crowds in school.
Yeah. I'll say the real memories came from middle school for real.
Oh.
Like, I hung with people, but I think that's when I truly like found myself, I think. And with sister, it was just more so like, just don't fuck with me. Like, I'm just gonna naturally say that. Like, when it came down to bullying or just people just being, I don't know, if you just went on the time we on, sister was gonna check that. I wasn't the one. I had my mental in middle school was like, I gotta make it to high school to go to college. Like, I was very goal oriented, super young. So sister, very goal oriented as well and hustle, but just don't fuck with me. Like, that's how sister was about me. And that's what I mean about actually picking up on that relationship. Shit, just so we can keep this bond going. Yeah. Like, I love that about us. But yeah, our groups was a little different, but it wasn't too much different though. Cause I was just into sports, y'all. Like, I was into sports, kind of, again, introverted. Yeah. Yeah, but bitch, outside.
Yeah, I was outside, but I can honestly say, like she said, our memories really come from middle school. Mm-hmm. So, and then with me coming, like my sister, I went to Jose Navarro, but after Jose Navarro, I went to Oak Cliff. My sister, she went to Priscilla L. Tyler, but then she still went to like the big elementary schools out there. So a lot of them, I ain't really know. Like I knew them, but I ain't know them like that.
Oh, that makes sense.
So most of them I did know. I can't say a lot of them I did know, but most of the people that like you probably hung with, I ain't know. But you know, it's me we talking about.
See, and I ain't really get to see that perspective though. I'm glad like we got this together because I didn't even really think about it like that. I know you went to school but then when we go to high school, it was kind of like, damn, like even though you went to Nemix and then came to Kimball,
lame shit ever. Man. I ain't gonna lie, I was so pissed off when my mama told me after 8th grade that I was going to school in Irvin.
I was hurt.
And then you was able to go, like, I knew for a fact that we was not going to Pinkston for sure. Mm-hmm. I knew we wasn't going to Pinkston, but I didn't know I was going to Irvin. I thought we was living in Oak Cliff, so I thought I was gonna be able to go to Kimball too, but them first 2 years, lame as...
Sister was in Irvin.
Lamest years of my life, like... I was so glad when I came to Kimball. I ain't gonna even lie.
Yes,
11th grade, I was so like...
I was like, I don't know none of you.
Now, when I came back to Kimball, that's where I knew him. Because like I said, you went to school in West Dallas, but in elementary, I was going to school in Oak Cliff, so I knew them. Yeah. So when I came back, they were like a easy adjustment for me. So I was cool with that.
Yeah. I say that too. In high school,
But the crowds were, I don't feel like we had too much of a different crowd. Like I said, we cool, you cool, we both cool. So everybody like really, you know, was cool with us for real. So
correct. Yeah.
You know, it was nothing.
Yeah.
It's us.
I say that too. I know it's us.
Like,
it's us we talking about.
Yeah.
Like, shit, they talk about follow the leaders. We are the leaders. What you mean?
Follow behind. You hear me?
But that's really like, I'm just so appreciative. Before we end this episode, I naturally just want to give my sister her flowers. Authentically want to give my sister her flowers. Because we entered into a whole new era. I mean, we got Favor Ain't Fair podcast. We got more episodes coming. And I'm just so excited for this year.
I am.
Like, we are beginning our year with a whole new endeavor.
Yeah.
And that right there is something that I'm super proud of, which for you, myself, behind the camera here, babe.
Brother. Yeah, brother.
Like, we've been knowing each other for years, y'all. Like, we 10 years, 11 years, damn. 11 years out of high school.
Is it 11?
It is 23, 24, 11. Yeah.
Oh, it's finna be 12.
Yes. Oh, it is.
It's 25.
Oh. We ain't even trying to like count on that, but again, just making sure that I give my sister her flowers first, and then also just y'all for watching, giving y'all flowers, for making sure that y'all step into something extremely new. Don't be scared at all.
Step out the box.
Step out the box, y'all, because if you don't, you won't ever know how it feels. Our future episodes, y'all, we'll be getting into more of like mental health resources for Black folks. I mean, going into depth about like how so many Black folks struggle with mental health and don't have the resources. So those are things that we absolutely love. And again, in the beginning of our episodes, we always ask each other, check in with each other, like, what's our mental health, for the day, the week, the month, and just checking in with each other, because it's super important. Yes. So if y'all don't check in with y'all folks, please do. If y'all can, on a monthly basis, weekly basis, that's helpful. But we'll be having more episodes based on that. And also pop culture. Baby, we ain't boring.
By far.
And this one right here still be having a tea. Honey, we be on the phone for hours. So when it come down to our other episodes, we'll be bringing like other entrepreneurs with small businesses. Yes. Like our sister Leisha, she have her small business. Sister have her friends. I have more friends. So just know y'all have other guests on here. And if y'all want to recommend any other topics, go ahead and do that in the comments down below. Mm-hmm. But other than that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and put those notifications on so our video can be the first to pop up when we upload. Oh, we did it, sis!
And welcome to our podcast of
Favorite Ain't
Fair. Heart beating fast, let a nigga know that he alive. Fake niggas, mad snakes in the grass. Let a nigga know that he arrived. Don't be sleeping on your level, cause it's beauty in the struggle, nigga.